Willis the Whimsical, formerly known as Willis the Wizard, was an old and grumpy man who had a passion for chocolate and magic. He had learned the art of making delicious and delicate chocolates from his grandmother, who had taught him the secrets of the well. The well was a hidden and ancient source of water that had magical properties. The water from the well was clear and sparkling and had a sweet and refreshing taste. The well was also the home of a dragon, who was the guardian and the friend of Willis. Willis had a special bond with the well and the dragon, and had been chosen by them to be their protector. He had a duty to keep the well safe and secret, and to use its water wisely and kindly. He also had a gift to use the water to make his chocolates and to infuse them with various effects, such as healing, soothing, and stimulating. Willis loved his role, but he did not love people. He was a solitary and secretive person who did not trust or like anyone. He preferred the company of his dragon and his books and avoided any contact with the outside world. He made his chocolate for his own enjoyment and did not share it with anyone. He lived a long and peaceful life and died of old age in his mountain hideout. His chocolate remained hidden and forgotten for centuries, until one day his descendant Willis the Wise discovered his whereabouts. Willis the Wise was a young and curious man who had a passion for history and genealogy. He had traced his family tree back to his ancestor, Willis the Wizard, and had learned about his mysterious and magical life. He wanted to find out more about him and decided to look for his mountain hideout. He followed the clues and legends that he had collected and eventually found the well and the dragon. He managed to befriend the dragon, who recognized him as a descendant of Willis the Wizard and allowed him to enter the hideout. There, he found the remains of Willis the Wizard and his books and tools. He also found his chocolate, which was still preserved and potent, thanks to the magic of the well and the wizard. Willis the Wise was amazed and delighted by his discovery and decided to try some of the chocolate. He was enchanted by the taste and the effects of the chocolate and felt a connection with his ancestor. He also found something else that surprised and intrigued him, a diary of Willis the Wizard, where he had written about his life and his secrets. He read the diary and learned that Willis the Wizard was not always grumpy and solitary. He used to be cheerful and playful and had a whimsical nature. He used to tell stories and jokes and play pranks and games. He used to give out free samples, discounts, and gifts to his loyal and regular customers. He used to offer various healing remedies, such as chocolate with ginger and turmeric for colds, chocolate with rose and chamomile for stress, and chocolate with nuts and berries for energy. He used to claim that his chocolates had magical effects, thanks to the water from the well and the spells of the whimsical grimoire. He also learned that Willis the Wizard had a nickname, Willis the Whimsical. He had earned this name from his customers, who loved his personality and his products. They said that he was a wizard of chocolate and that his shop was a wonderland of delights. They also said that he had a secret ingredient that made his chocolate so special, and that it was related to the well. Some said that he had a pact with the dragon, some said that he had a fairy helper, and some said that he was the well itself in human form. He also learned that Willis the Wizard had changed over time and had become grumpy and solitary. He had lost his joy and his whimsy, and had become bitter and cynical. He had stopped sharing his chocolate and his magic, and had isolated himself from the world. He had done this because of a tragedy that had broken his heart. He had lost his true love, who had died of a mysterious illness. He had tried to save her with his chocolate and his magic, but he had failed. He had blamed himself and the well, and had sworn to never use them again. Willis the Wise was moved and saddened by his ancestor's story, and decided to honor his memory and his legacy. He decided to restore his joy and his whimsy, and to share his chocolate and his magic with the world. He took some of the chocolate and some of the books and tools and left the hideout. He also thanked the dragon and promised to keep his location a secret. He returned to his home, and opened an online shop called Willis Whimsical Chocolate, where he sold his chocolate and other products. He used the recipes and the magic of his ancestor, and also added some of his own innovations and variations. He became popular and successful, and earned the nickname Willis the Wise. He said that he was a wizard of chocolate, and that his shop was a wonderland of delights. He also added to the whimsical grimoire of his ancestor, and improved his chocolate, and revealed some of his secrets. He told the story of Willis the Wizard and Willis the Whimsical, and how they were the same person. He also told the story of his true love, and how he had lost her. He also launched a Kickstarter campaign to raise funds for his production and distribution of his chocolate. He needed the help of his supporters to make his dream come true and to share his magic with the world. By backing his campaign, they could get a chance to taste his chocolate and to experience the magic of chocolate.